Coming up on FSU Headlines, family, friends in Florida State celebrate the class of 2017. Florida State University honors two of its most distinguished faculty members, and it's two scoops all around during the President's annual ice cream study break. Stay tuned for these stories and much more. FSU Headlines starts now. Hello and welcome to another edition of FSU Headlines. I'm Dennis Schnitker, coming to you from the beautiful but very quiet Florida State University. The semester is over, the students are gone, but recently the Donald L. Tucker Civic Center here at Florida State was filled with all the pomp and circumstance it could handle. It's the celebration of academic excellence we know as commencement. Thousands of family members, friends, faculty, and staff were here to celebrate the class of 2017 as the graduates enjoyed an incredible milestone. Take a look.
Commencement is a joyful occasion. In fact, it's the university's most significant celebration. The mace that leads the processional symbolizes the authority and prestige of the university. Our regalia, our robes, our hoods, our caps, our cords, our tassels identify institutions from which we graduated, the degrees we earned, our academic disciplines, and our distinctions. They link generation to generation. They tie accomplishments of the past to the hopes of the future. On behalf of the university and this assembly, I congratulate you and wish you the very best of success.
We are so proud of you. Congratulations to the class of 2017.
So as you move forward, continue to pave the roads in front of you with Garnet and Gold and innovate the world like no one else can. Welcome to your graduation ceremony.
You may now change your tassels from right to left.
Ask yourself two questions. How good can you be, and why not you? Why not have the next leader in education? Why not have the next leader in the arts? Why not have the next leader in government? Why not you?
Class of 2017, this is your moment. It's your time to chase your dreams and live your best life. Your best, brightest, and most exciting years are ahead. Your greatness awaits. Now's your time. Go get it. Congratulations, and go Noles.
More than 6,800 students graduated this spring, with more than 5,100 bachelor's, master's, and doctoral candidates participating in 3 commencement ceremonies. Florida State also recognized a non-graduate during the commencement ceremonies this year. Professor and researcher Jeffrey Chanton was honored as this year's Robert O. Lawton Distinguished Professor. The Lawton Professorship is the highest honor the Florida State University faculty bestows upon a colleague. Chanton receives the Lawton Award after his more than 29 years of teaching and research here at Florida State. Professor Chanton has published more than 240 journal articles, and since the BP oil spill in 2010, he's conducted extensive research investigating the effects of the spill on the Gulf of Mexico.
It's a real honor to have received the Lawton Award. I join a very illustrious group of faculty. It's a real honor to be a part of this group. And as a Lawton professor, I look forward to serving the university in ways that I haven't been able to before.
As well, he's a great choice. We are very, very pleased that Jeff is the new Lawton. His research is extraordinary. It's been well recognized by many awards, He has published over 200 articles in very fine journals, and that dissemination really makes him a very important scholar in his areas of research.
The Lawton Distinguished Professor Award was first presented in 1957. It bears the name of Florida State's late Vice President for Academic Affairs, Robert O. Lawton. While the faculty select the Lawton winner, Florida State students help decide a similar award. This year, communication professor Art Rainey receives FSU's Distinguished Teacher Award.
I was just riding my bike here, and I was just thinking, what song would be playing in the background in the film that is my life right now? Right? And I mean, right, you've done this, right?
The Distinguished Teacher Award recognizes faculty members who demonstrate ongoing excellence in the classroom. Rainey joined FSU's faculty in 1999 and teaches media studies, where he aims to instill a knowledge of the media's role in society.
When I heard that I had been, was going to be the recipient of the award, I was really blown away. There's such a high bar for teaching excellence at Florida State. It's been such a hallmark of this institution for the decades before I even arrived. And so just to be in the classroom here comes with a lot of responsibility, and the bar has been set high by my colleagues in the School of Communication, but across campus. And so to be recognized in this way is truly humbling.
Some of those graduates we showed you a bit earlier in the show earned special recognition this spring semester. It's an honor unique to Florida State University.
On behalf of the Career Center and Florida State University, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Spring 2017 Garnet and Gold induction ceremony.
The Garnet and Gold Scholars Society inducted its largest class ever this spring. 209 students joined the ranks of Garnet and Gold Scholars. These students represent some of Florida State's most accomplished student leaders. The Scholar Society recognizes the engaged, well-rounded student who excels within and beyond the classroom in the areas of leadership, internship, service, international study, and research. During the ceremony, University President John Thrasher presents the special Garnet and Gold medallions to each of the inductees.
All the different majors, all of their plans for the future, from doctors and lawyers to people who want to go into public service and teachers. So I think they span every political spectrum and how they want to influence. But one thing we know for sure is that they are going to go make differences in their communities no matter where they go and no matter what skills and talents they bring to their area.
It feels great, yeah. Just being knowing all the work that I did was able to pay off for recognition for it. It's not necessarily saying that I'm doing it for the reward, but it's good to see that among me and my other peers that we're all working to make a difference in this world. That's what I really liked about being a part of Garnet and Gold Scholar Society.
And the celebration for seniors continues with a special event hosted by President Thrasher and Mrs. Thrasher as they raise a glass to congratulate the class of 2017. This is the President's Senior Toast.
We'd like to offer a toast to all of you all, so please raise your glass. To the class of 2017, I wish you all the best to begin the next leg of your journey. And wherever you go, may all roads be paved with garnet and gold. Congratulations and go Noles!
Seniors were invited to the Civic Center for a special reception to congratulate the graduates on their achievements here at Florida State.
It didn't really hit me actually until today being here. It's a very bittersweet, surreal feeling, but it's I couldn't be happier. I'm so full of joy. So it's really cool to just raise our glass and to look around and see wow, we're all different, but we all did this together, and it's cool to just come together for one last thing there. So it's a really great feeling.
A bit earlier this spring, the state capitol was recently decked out in garnet and gold for FSU Day at the Capitol 2017. It's the annual showcase of all things Florida State University for the state legislature.
Welcome to FSU Day at the Capitol. I say this every year, but it's a great day to be a Seminole because every day is a great day to be a Seminole.
It's a special day where we honor members of the legislature who are former graduates of Florida State University.
and give us an opportunity to show some of our great programs to the members of the legislature and the staff that work here. It's a great time to show off FSU, so it's a great day, and it's been a great day.
It's great to see so many members of our Seminole family here today. I want to thank our outstanding pep band. Thank you guys for being here, always. The cheerleaders, thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. The Flying High Circus, the great examples, all great examples of our Seminole spirit.
As an alumnus, seeing Garnet and Gold everywhere inside of the Capitol is an amazing experience. You get to see how we as Florida State University are impacting the great state of Florida, and it's really just an overwhelming sense of pride to know that your university is doing so much for Florida and playing a role in it. It's so amazing that we have this day, and it's dedicated to all of us, and we can just celebrate on our past triumphs and really work towards the future, which is a bright future for Florida State University.
Still to come on FSU Headlines, the FAMU-FSU College of Engineering puts on a showcase of student excellence.
As a senior and an engineering major, you have a 2-semester-long project that we do. So today's really celebrating our accomplishments and our goals that we've achieved throughout this whole 2 semesters, just completing our project and really getting everything finished and ready to graduate.
We'll take you to Engineering Senior Design Day when FSU Headlines continues in a moment.
Florida State gives you the opportunity to do anything you want to do.
I am so grateful to be able to work with some of the best professors in the world.
I will always be a Seminole. This is home.
Florida State made me feel special, and that's the most I could have asked for from a university. Honestly, I wouldn't be the person I am today, and I wouldn't be the student I am today without Florida State.
When you buy a Florida State University license plate,
you're not just showing your school spirit.
You're supporting students like us.
In the lab,
in the classroom,
and in the library.
Putting this tag on your vehicle helps Florida State students achieve their dreams. So show your pride. Purchase an FSU license plate today.
Welcome back to FSU Headlines. I'm Dennis Schnitker. The FAMU-FSU College of Engineering is preparing the next generation of innovators in all disciplines of engineering. And these students are doing some pretty incredible work already. They showed their professors and potential employers exactly what they're capable of during Senior Design Day at the college. FSU Headlines reporter Mark Vaughn was there and has this report.
It separates the CO2 and the CO.
From mechanical engineering projects to electrical engineering concepts, the graduating seniors showcase a plethora of ideas and even real-world projects.
As a senior and an engineering major, you have a 2-semester-long project that we do. So today's really celebrating our accomplishments and our goals that we've achieved throughout this whole 2 semesters, just completing our projects and really getting everything finished and ready to graduate.
Dozens of students present their final senior projects to the general public, their professors, and industry professionals.
The overall job is to prove that you're an engineer, that you're working with different teammates who maybe you've never really worked with before to make this problem a solution to everyday industry and to everyday life.
The idea behind this showcase is pretty simple. The students' final projects communicate their knowledge, expertise, and skill to the world.
We have different employers here talking to us and getting to know us, getting to know our project. We have the College of Communications here also talking to us. So it's an opportunity for everyone to network and also to really show what we've been working towards this whole year.
I couldn't have been more appreciative of getting this experience before going into industry, or in my case, I'll be pursuing a PhD, which I'll then be working with different research assistants and different faculty members alike. So getting this experience before has definitely prepared me very much so.
Senior Engineering Design Day at the FAMU-FSU College of Engineering was definitely a sample of what these students will soon be adding to industry and higher education. For FSU Headlines, I'm Mark Vaughn.
From robotics to gaming, you can be sure to find it at the digital wonderland at Florida State, known as Digitech. We sent FSU Headlines reporter Jarrell Lewis there to find out what Florida State students are up to inside and outside the classroom when it comes to technology.
Hold the controller in the back right here. Right over there. Whoa. This is nuts.
This is Digitech 2017. Digitech is an exhibition of students innovating with technology. We have 50 different exhibits here from all across campus, all of students and departments showing the cool things they're developing with digital technologies. So there are apps, there is robots, I think you might have seen one of those or two. Virtual reality is a big deal this year. Lots of hands-on stuff, it's all interactive, it happens every year in April.
If you have a love or even an interest in digital technology, then FSU's Digitech is the place for you.
It's giving me a warning and saying, what are you about to do? That is intentional. Because now I can either do this, which I'm not going to do because that's not as cool as doing it one-handed like Mega Man. Everyone's here because we've built something absolutely fantastic, whether it's a pitch or a business idea or something like that, or a robotic utility suit made out of garbage. We're all here because we've done something fantastic. And looking around and wondering, I wonder what that person did, is just this wonderful feeling that can't really be reproduced anywhere else.
Digitech is a fitting name because a little bit of everything digital and technological is on display. The exhibition is packed with people ready to see what their fellow technology enthusiasts are up to.
Let's see how well this works. Whoa, that was not fire, that was like a pop, that was like a firework. It's a great place that we just not only get to show for career development, but also getting to make friends. There's a gentleman that I saw here last year and he's back again. We're like, oh, what'd you do the past year? Oh, I made this. Oh, did you set your couch on fire? Yeah, a couple times. Oh, that's great. So it's this wonderful environment that you really can't reproduce anywhere else.
Throughout the event, students showcase how they are integrating existing technology into their work.
I think these events are very meaningful for students, more than just turning in a homework for grading, but actually getting some feedback, getting some awards, and getting together with like-minded people.
But Digitech is also about innovation. Much of the technology you see here is being developed by the students right here at Florida State. Florida State University creates opportunities for its students to explore in the world of technology, and Baldau says Digitech emphasizes how much technology is all around us and influences both our daily personal and professional lives.
And this allows students to come out and say, hey, this is what I've been working on, whether it's with a course, whether it's with a faculty member, or whether it's just their own personal project. There's a lot of innovation going on.
Digitech gives the Florida State and Tallahassee communities the opportunities to see cutting-edge technology, all while discovering what FSU students are learning about. For FSU Headlines, I'm Jarrell Lewis.
Digitech also includes a Shark Tank business pitch competition and awards presentations for the ceremony. In those last two stories, you saw many of our undergraduates excelling, but there are a lot of graduate students also contributing here at Florida State as well.
Thank you all for being here on this wonderful afternoon.
Florida State honors the achievements of its advanced degree seekers at the annual celebration of graduate student excellence. FSU gives awards in a variety of categories such as Outstanding Teaching Assistant, Student Leadership, Research and Creativity, and Excellence in Visual Arts. And the Program for Instructional Excellence Teaching Associates and 3-minute thesis winners were also recognized.
It's rewarding in and of itself when you'll get the student emails saying, hey, I enjoyed class today, or I went home and talked to my family about what we learned in class, and I just wanted you to know that means something to me. But being able to see that FSU recognizes everything that we do for them is really rewarding. And so last year I was here for the Outstanding Teaching Award assistantship, and just knowing that both the student who nominated me and then my peers, who are the PI teaching associates and faculty, respected what I'm giving to FSU was just an excellent feeling, and it's something that I think a lot of us benefit from.
It's a great opportunity to recognize all the great things that graduate students do on this campus. They contribute in teaching, they contribute in research, leadership, both on the campus and off campus with their own professional organizations or in their communities. And it's just a nice time, wonderful time to just reflect on all the great things that they've been doing.
People from across campus break bread and build bridges during the second ever longest table event at Florida State University. Faculty, staff, the administration, and of course students gather in the Oglesby Student Union Green to share a meal and discuss important topics as they get to know someone they may have never met before. The event itself is part of the effort of the Power of We initiative, which aims to create an even more diverse and inclusive campus community.
I firmly believe that conversation seeds collaboration, that it starts with a conversation. You know, there's a lot of talk that, you know, conversations, where are they going, what is the outcome, what is the consequence? I think it really starts there, and Longest Table provides that opportunity for students who would never cross paths with each other to sit across the table, break bread, engage, share different perspectives, and talk about some challenging issues. You know, we offer conversation starters to help catalyze these conversations, and those questions are along the lines of how do we bridge our partisan divides in this country? You know, how are you influenced by someone who is different from you? How do you hope to leave an impact in society? And we really hope that those discussions really begin to forge partnerships, forge coalitions, and that those coalitions begin to make a difference for FSU. And it's really finding that unity and that diversity, finding that shared sense of purpose that we think is going to help move this country forward.
And still to come on FSU Headlines, it's playoff time on the diamond. We'll show you how the Seminole softball team swept the ACC regular season heading into tournament play when FSU Headlines continues in a moment. Welcome back to FSU Headlines. I'm Dennis Schnitker. The Florida State softball team is having one of its best years in history thanks to an unbeaten ACC regular season. And now the Noles are aiming even higher. FSU Headlines reporter Mark Vaughn steps in to give us a look at the year so far and what could lie ahead of the Seminoles in the near future. Mark?
Hey Dennis, well, the softball team is having a year to remember, picking up where it left off just a year ago, where the team reached the Women's College World Series. The Seminoles rolling through much of the regular season with wins over teams like Syracuse, Pitt, Notre Dame, and North Carolina. All those squads obviously in the ACC. And Florida State dominating their league en route to a fourth straight regular season conference title with an undefeated conference record. That had the team in a top matchup with the rival Florida Gators at Joanne Graff Field to close out the home slate, in a thriller that saw the Noles avenge an earlier loss with a walk-off home run to win the game over the Gators. That kept them unbeaten at home here this year. Maybe a little wake-up call, though, on the road to close things out, though, just a few days later as the Noles dropped 3 straight to number 5 Oregon on the road in Eugene to end the regular season, though. They end things on a sour note heading into the ACC tournament, but nonetheless, still a stellar season so far for the Noles. On to the baseball diamond and a bit more of an up and down year for the men's team. Despite early success, the Noles still looking for their footing in the ACC and some wins against some top opponents. Of course, the ACC always pretty tough. Heading down the stretch, though, the Noles with their 30th win of the season, that moves them into pretty elite company, hitting that mark for the 53rd consecutive season. You heard that right. 53 years in a row with 30 or more consecutive wins. The Noles have a couple of more ACC regular season matchups with Wake and Louisville in the month of May. On to the sand now and beach volleyball. A great season in the books for the Noles there as well. After an outstanding regular season on the sand, the Noles move into the conference championships looking for a repeat performance from a year ago. The team did just that, taking the title at the Coastal Collegiate Sports Association Conference Championship, beating teams like South Carolina, FIU, and FAU en route to the title. And then it was on to the national championship in Gulf Shores, Alabama. It was for the Noles, but a disappointing opening round loss to Hawaii put the ladies with their backs against the wall to start things off. They did rally, though, picking up wins against South Carolina and the number 2 seeded UCLA Bruins, but it wasn't meant to be this year. They lost again to Hawaii in the elimination round to end their run in 2017 in 4th place. Florida State's thrilling comeback attempt came up just short against 5th-seeded Hawaii. The Seminoles narrowly finished 4th at the 2017 NCAA Beach Volleyball Championships. And remember, you can keep up with all things Seminole athletics by visiting Seminoles.com. That's going to do it for me, Dennis. Let's send things back to you.
All right, thanks for that update, Mark. It was certainly a sight to see as more than 300 FSU students successfully formed the world's largest human FSU torch on campus this spring. The Human Torch stretched across Landis Green from Strozier Library to Landis Hall. As you can see from a camera-equipped drone flying 400 feet overhead, the historic photo is part of a student-produced video spotlighting FSU's innovators and their commitment to teaching new technology. The event was part of the 2-week-long Innovation Celebration, which included 8 events to highlight university research and the creativity of Florida State University students. Just a few short weeks after that Human Torch event, Landis Green became the campus ice cream shop for the president's annual Ice Cream Social. It's one of the most anticipated events of the spring here at Florida State. Check it out.
We have the President's Ice Cream Social, and we are being inundated by thousands of wonderful students. It's a great event, great thing, it really is. I think it says a lot about Florida State, but it says something about the students who really love the university, and that's a positive thing, really positive thing. We're proud of them.
Yes, it's hot, and then ice cream is It's so great. Like, they give us nothing but the best.
I like mostly the fact that it gets everyone out here, because like you don't really see everyone on campus as much, and then like it kind of just congregates us as a family, and then also like free food and drinks and
music. I like
the music too.
It makes me feel that I'm going to a school that, they actually care about not just the academics, but just doing nice things for us, knowing that they care.
Thank you, President Thrasher.
That's going to do it for this edition of FSU Headlines, but you can see more news from Florida State University anytime at news.fsu.edu. It's the official news website of Florida State University. On behalf of everyone here at Florida State University, I'm Dennis Schnitker. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.